We are Shaneandane, and after 3 years travelling in our 44-year-old VW van, which broke down in almost every way you can imagine, we built this Peugeot Boxer into our new home on wheels. And now we are taking it across Spain. This week we continue exploring the southeast coast of Spain, but as the temperatures kept climbing, we started questioning if this trip was actually a terrible idea.
I think we made a mistake by coming down here this time of year.
The van was getting hotter, we were trying to cool down in any way we possibly could, and just when we thought the heat was our biggest problem, we found one of the most disgusting things we've ever seen at a camper van service point. And this wasn't just disgusting, it was an actual health hazard.
Yes, we are in Benidorm.
On our way down to southern Spain, we met up with our friends Annalise and Jordan, and because apparently we can't drive past Benidorm without getting pulled in, we ended up stopping there for a couple of days.
We have arrived to this Indian restaurant. I've lost count of how many Indians we've had in this trip, so let's see what it's like. Look at the views, like Benidorm. Irish pub, live music, the bank club.
Stripper.
So they took this out with poppadoms and Jordan was like, try this one, you'll like it. So spicy. I knew it was gonna be spicy. I'm crying here.
€43 for the two of us for a 3-course meal. At that price, we weren't expecting much, but honestly, it was one of the nicest meals we've had in ages.
We are back in the campsite in like a food coma. Oh my god, I had too much. We'll catch you in the morning.
Good morning, guys. It's time to get some breakfast. Benidorm just never stops.
And it
The
smells
smell.
a bit dodgy in the morning.
The smell is absolutely revolting. It actually turns your stomach.
I'm definitely not having breakfast.
No, that smell is bad.
Oh, that was bad.
And as if we hadn't eaten enough already, there was still one final Benidorm tradition we had to take off before leaving. A proper full English breakfast.
It's good for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
By the University of...
University of Jordan.
Annalise and I were still absolutely stuffed, but Shane and Jordan somehow found room and made up for both of us.
Shane, how did you manage that?
Managed everything but Jordan's black pudding. I couldn't finish it.
You're doing all right. Oh my god. Now we're gonna chill at the pool because it's getting so hot.
We had about an hour left before checkout, so we used it wisely. A dip in the pool, one last chance to use the campsite services, and then it was time to hit the road and face the heat again.
We are driving around the campsite and just looking at the number plates of all the vans, we haven't seen one Irish van. We always wonder, where do the Irish people go? Because the ferries are always full. But then when we come out to Spain, we don't see any Irish vans. So if you're Irish and you take your van to Spain, please let us know where you go, because we never see any Irish vans. We just left the campsite. Next thing, we look at our feet and there are ants everywhere. We cannot get rid of them. They were at the back at the start. We killed them all there and now they've moved to the front. So, oh my god, no. They're all under my seat. I don't know what we're gonna do with these ants. But you just can't get rid of them.
The first place we're going to go to today is a petrol station because we currently have 169 kilometers left. We have to fill up, and we found one for I think 145 or something.
It's like the cheapest one around.
We're going to go maybe 5 minutes out of our way just to go get some cheaper diesel and get back on the road.
We spent €90, but we only had a quarter of the tank left. So we are full to the top.
That should last us quite a bit. Like we have a full tank now. A full tank got us from Bilbao all the way down to Benidorm. So
Yeah, obviously it's not as good as Fergus. Fergus just runs in the smell of it. But the Liverpool is not bad.
We said goodbye to Benidorm and continued driving south, but the temperature started climbing, and the further we drove, the more we started questioning if heading further south was actually a good idea.
it is so hot. I am sweating from everywhere. I'm stuck to the seat.
The steering wheel is on fire.
They can't touch this part. The steering wheel is on fire.
We're driving down further south and we are already questioning our life choices. But we've seen that there's a Mercadona. It's adding like 8 minutes onto the trip. But we don't care. We're gonna get an ice cream, we're gonna get cold drinks. We are sweating. This is going up 40.5. And this is in the shade, like this is not in the sun at the moment. Like look at that. And it's going up and up and up. How do people do it here?
I don't know.
I do not know.
I think we made a mistake by coming down here this time of year.
I know. We've never been down south in Spain this time of year. And we didn't think it was going to be this hot. Obviously we knew it was going to be hot, but
Not this hot.
not 40 degrees in the van. Are you gonna leave any ice creams left in Mercadona?
I'm just gonna empty the freezer and I'm gonna lay in the freezer. We got parked in here at Mercadona in the shade because it is too hot outside. You just cannot do it. Even to touch the tires, and they're boiling hot.
Just for this little bit of shade and air conditioning, this is so worth it. Oh my god.
I honestly don't think we're going to last down south.
I think there's a heat wave and I'm really hopeful.
Well, it's showing that it's going to last for over a month, over a week, so it's going to be tough.
God. So which ice cream, Shane?
Let's just move everything out of the freezer and then we'll jump in.
Dive in. So the thing is, our fridge is freezing our food, but it doesn't freeze enough to keep the ice creams frozen. So it's like terrible.
So if we get these, it means that we have to eat it.
I know. Would they be too soggy?
I think so.
So hard to choose.
Ice cream secured.
Yes. And we are opening it like in the car park.
As we said before, we can't keep these in our freezer, so it looks like we're going to have 6 ice creams.
We'll keep them in our stomach
in the next 5 minutes.
Shane is already on ice cream number 2. I think the fridge is just excuse to eat them all. Are you enjoying those?
They're so good.
After eating half of Mercadona's ice cream aisle, we had to get back beside the sea.
We are making our way to the coast. We were like maybe half an hour inland and we can see the sea very, very far away, but we are getting closer and you can already tell it's cooling down so much. Like it's
so much?
It's only 35.5 degrees in the van, it's not 41. I'm hoping that by the time we get to the coast there's like a lovely breeze and we're like just 30 degrees maybe. This part of Spain is known for growing loads of veg and fruit, and there's people out there picking them up in this heat. I don't know how they do it. Like, you have to appreciate that when you go to the supermarket and you see fruit is coming from like Murcia. Someone has picked that up at like 40-degree heat. Diesel here is 165 and we filled up in Benidorm at 145, so it's so good to just use the Gasol app in Spain because there now we've just saved 20 cents a litre. Like, it adds up so quick. So after like, was it 2 hours, was it?
Yeah, probably 2 hours.
Yeah, well, and then an hour stop in Mercadona to skip the heat. We've made it to...
Feel my leg.
Oh my god!
I'm on fire.
Yeah, watch my laptop is there. We've made it to what's going to be our home for tonight.
Oh, you
This
really?
place. Oh, do you not want to sleep here?
Oh, I don't care.
Well, we'll see. We're parked beside this building here, but it looks like it's empty. I don't even know. It looks unfinished. So, I don't know if anybody's living there. We just don't like parking in front of someone's house. I feel like it's a bit too much.
So we are in this little area called Las Mil Palmeras, which basically means 1,000 palm trees, and you can tell why, because there are thousands of palm trees. So it's quite a fitting name. But I don't know if we're going to stay here for the night or just park up for a while. This heat is very, very hot. Where we are parked, it's like a little bit of a slant, so our heads are going to be lower. So it mightn't be the best place to park up. If not, we're not that far away from La Manga, and we know a few nice park ups around there, so we might go and park up around La Manga. The water is crystal clear. Only problem is I don't think you're going to be able to snorkel in there because it's quite rough to get in off the rocks. That's one thing we have noticed about the beaches down south is it's not really sandy, it's more like rocks and everything. Just getting back to the van now. Annie has it all set up with our window blinds and everything, trying to keep as cool as possible.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Just hoovering some ants.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So with peak season starting, we decided to drive one final stretch and find a spot at a lovely beach near La Manga before it got too busy the next morning.
We are nearly at the car park. Let's see if we get a spot. The reason why it's so busy is because it's by a beach and it's also the starting point of a hike. So...
We'll not be hiking.
No, not in this heat.
That's a dream.
Okay.
Looks like we have got parked and hopefully tomorrow it's not too bad.
That was some driving. We left Benidorm this morning. Let me show you what this place looks like. I'm gonna look the name of this place because I can't remember exactly the name of this beach. But we have the sea at our back door. This is much nicer than the other place where we parked in Mil Palmeras. So I'm glad we drove the extra half an hour. And I say we, I mean Shane drove the extra half an hour. So we'll be here in the morning. Go for a snorkel. This place is beautiful. All our travels are around Europe in our van, but because we are split between Spain and Ireland, we need to be ready to jump on a plane at any moment, which is why we always keep a suitcase with us in the van. Level 8 have sent us their Grace suitcase and we have been testing it out on our latest trip. So not only it is handy for when we need to park the van up and jump on a flight, but we also use it as extra storage. And of course, we went for blue. You can never have enough clothes in the van because life on the road can take you anywhere. We've been to Costa Brava and the Pyrenees within days, and the climate couldn't be more different. So we had to change our entire wardrobes. The Grace suitcase is durable and lightweight. It's a hard shell with reinforced corners, so you know your belongings are safe either in the van or at the airport. And it comes with built-in locks, so it's a nice and tidy way to keep your valuables safe. The first thing we both noticed is how smooth the wheels are. It has 360-degree wheels, so it makes it so smooth to move it about. And instead of having to dragging it behind you, it just glides beside you. Another really cool feature is the front compartment because you can access it from the outside. So instead of having to open the entire suitcase, you can just open this compartment and access laptops, documents, passports, anything that you need quickly at an airport. So this is so handy. Inside is really nicely organized as well, and because it's expandable, you get that little bit of extra storage when you need it. One thing I would say is that, annoyingly, airline cabin bag sizes vary, so just double check the size before your flight. If you want to check Level 8 out, you can scan this QR code right here, or you can click the link below. Thanks so much to Level 8 for sponsoring this video and making our travels a little smoother. Good morning guys, we've woken up here in Cala Riona and we're gonna get into the sea. It's right behind the van and we are cooking. Being in Murcia in a van when it's this hot, it's not easy. It's like an oven, so let's go and get in. And also I got flippers in the Catalan, so I'm gonna use them for the first time. Wanna go like to Gibraltar from here or something? This beach is absolutely beautiful and it's surprisingly quiet as well. I thought this was going to be packed, but there is like, see these floats here behind me? They are there because there's like a sewage pipe running right into the sea. That wasn't there the last time we were here, so it has really put me off getting in. What do you think, Shane?
It was here the last time.
It wasn't here.
No?
No. I don't think it was. Was it?
It was.
Oh, well, Shane is only after telling me that there is a sewage pipe. So I came down to the beach all happy with my flippers, but I'm not getting in there. I'm not swimming right beside a sewage pipe. So these toilets behind me from that beach bar end up right there. So there's a pipe that seems to be just running straight into the sea. And I just don't fancy that. So instead, I'm gonna have a cold shower in the van to cool down a little bit, because it's getting very, very hot today. Again, this is like day 3 of the heat wave.
And it already feels like it's 2 weeks.
I know, we have like another week left.
The heat in the van was getting unbearable, so we went on a hunt for a park up in the shade, and somehow we actually found one.
This has to be one of the nicest park ups of our entire trip around Spain. Like, feels like we have our own private beach just at the back of the van. There's one other van beside us, Spanish, and all these houses are like still shut because they are like holiday homes, so we don't even have people in these houses. Look at this place, and it looks amazing for snorkeling, so that's where we're gonna be in the morning.
Good morning guys, it is already 30 degrees and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning.
Time to go down to that little cove beach. It looks so nice. We've been looking at it since we came here last night, so it's finally time to go down and explore. This place is absolutely stunning. And look at that, there's like a little island right behind us. And it's not too far away, it's not too deep either, so that's the first place I'm going to go to. Gonna go conquer that island. Imagine parking the Big Blue in there.
Touch it.
That would be amazing. On your own private island. Beach today is quite full because it's a Sunday and it's not very big, so if you're coming, make sure to come quite early because a family has just had to leave because they couldn't put their towels down. So that's the thing about the Mediterranean beaches, they can be very, very small. Also, after exploring the wide Atlantic Way, coming to the Mediterranean Sea that looks like a lake, like there's not a wave and there's no tides really either, so this basically is the width of the beach. It's just so strange, and we've been here for like 2 months or 3 months now, and it still continues to surprise me. That's another thing about the Mediterranean Sea. I'm still not used to how warm it is. Like, you don't get a shock like you do in Ireland. Like, Shane and I have swam in the sea in Donegal in February. And now to be here during summer in the Mediterranean, it's just, this is nothing. Nothing to us. Shane always goes before me and tells me if it's worth getting in or not. So let's wait for his verdict.
So guys, we have made it on to the island. This place is insane. We've made it up to the top of the island and just look at the view. We have La Manga over there right behind us with Cala Riona all over here. This place is insane. The water is absolutely crystal clear and it is so shallow, so you can literally snorkel around the whole entire island.
Once Shane gave me the thumbs up, I got in to escape the heat and finally test out my new flippers. The water was so clear and there were fish everywhere, so I decided to hide the camera between the rocks for a while. After a few minutes, they came right up to say hello. I couldn't believe how close they got.
We've been at the beach nearly the entire day. The sun is just gone and we're just back in the van. We're gonna pack it up and we're gonna watch the sunset in like a really nice spot in La Manga. We still haven't been to the strip yet because it gets so busy. So let's see what it is like now. Bye, beautiful beach. La Manga strip is actually quite long. It's 22 kilometers long and it's full of traffic lights. So it can take a long time to go up it and then back down. Our park up is not too far into it. It's like in the first half. But this strip is quite busy. There's so many cars leaving. So this is our home for tonight. We are beside this like building that is like unfinished. And this house that looks like really posh, but I don't know if it's abandoned. The gate is like opened. There's like water coming out of it. But it looks lovely. I don't know. I think we'll be fine. But look at these views. We are right beside Mar Menor. And if you look that way, right there is the Mediterranean Sea. So we are between the two seas and let's see what this water is like. It's actually very, like it's quite hot. For, oh my god. This is the lovely house that is right beside our van and it's lying completely abandoned. This would be such a nice house.
Do you think this is like some sort of dodgy area? Like abandoned building here,
yeah.
Abandoned house here.
It has very good reviews in Park per Night. 4-point-something stars. So by the looks of it, we're not going to be disturbing anybody. Mar Menor is right behind us. There's the big blue. And we are just going to walk over to Mediterranean Sea. It's just so funny how there's two seas right beside each other and then load of buildings and skyscrapers in between.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah, like both sides of this street are like abandoned. And just like that, we've made it to the Mediterranean Sea. It's crazy the difference between them. Mar Menor is like a lake. In the Mediterranean Sea, at least around this part, there are waves and the beach is like a lot sandier. Oh my god, you can see the whole strip. We're like in the middle of it. It's just so funny. It's giving me, obviously it's not the same, but a little bit Benidorm vibes. Just a really long beach with tall buildings all around it.
We watched one of the best sunsets of the trip over Mar Menor, but as lovely as it was, the mosquitoes were out in full force, so we moved the van over to the Mediterranean side, hoping it would be a bit better.
This here is going to be our home for tonight. There are two more vans. The white one is from Germany and then the red one is from Norway, which you don't usually see around here. So I think this is going to be much better than the other place because over there we have the Mediterranean Sea. So hopefully there's less mosquitoes. There are no swallows here because in the other place they were going crazy. So I think it was just flooded with mosquitoes. I've read in Park per Night that the mill lorry sometimes comes at I think 1 a.m. So we might wake up in the middle of the night. Sure, we'll probably be awake by then.
With the heat getting worse, our wastewater tank was starting to smell, so the first job of the morning was to find a campervan service station and give the van a full reset. At least that was the plan, because when we got there, we couldn't believe what someone had done.
Google Maps taking us through the middle of nowhere to save maybe like 10 meters of driving. We're driving through fields and fields of just like lemon trees and every sort of fruit. Is it here? Yeah, this is it. Oh, they are very tidy. Keep going. Because the grey water is like, I'll help you. I don't know if what I'm seeing is what I think.
What?
I think someone has left the blue hose coming out of this thing into where you empty the toilet. Oh my god. Yeah. So there's this hose coming out of there, and then it's kept down there. I think that's for the toilet. Yeah. I hope so.
So Annie was right. This here, like service station, has the fresh water hose. Someone has left it inside the toilet bowl, so that's going to be covered in piss and everything. Some of these stations, some people just have no concept at all. Like, somebody has literally put the freshwater pipe in the toilet.
So I've gone in and asked in the shop if they have any other tap around this petrol station, and no, they don't have anything else. So we're not gonna get water here. Like, she just came, took it out of where you empty the toilet, and she hung it there. And she's like, no, this is where it goes. And I'm like, okay, but like, we need to clean it or we need to do something. I'm not using it. So we're gonna like bleach it or do something for the next person that comes. I don't know if we can leave a note or something, I don't know, but like, I am not getting water out of that. Oh my god. Like, why would anybody do that? She also said that they haven't had any campers today and that someone just trying to be funny did that. But why would anybody do that? I just don't get it. So let's head to the coast. We're going to La Azoia, and there's a tap literally by the side of the road. So we're gonna get water there instead of at the petrol station. I just don't understand why someone would leave the freshwater hose where you empty a toilet. Like, it was just disgusting. When we asked at the petrol station, she just literally got it and hung it back up again. And I was looking at her like, are you not gonna do anything else? Like, are you not cleaning it or something? Oh my god. Some people are just so dirty. I'm glad we saw that because we cleaned the hose just for the next one coming after. But just when you come to all these taps, you just have to be so careful because you don't know what has happened before you, and you can get sick very easy. So yeah, you just have to be very careful when you're using camper van areas. It's not too hot today, only 31 degrees.
Once again, Google Maps decided to take us through the back roads of Murcia, but they were a lot more scenic than the motorway, so we weren't complaining.
We are nearly at the tap.
Slight right.
Oh, where those bins are.
Destination.
So this car just pulled up and they are filling up with water as well. Typical. So this must be very good water, Shane. I'm glad we came here instead of getting the water from the petrol station with the questionable particles in it. So the two men have just finished getting water. They literally had like every bottle in the country with them. How you getting on? So I'm gonna do a taste test of the best water in Spain. It's actually not that great.
No?
It's a bit of a taste to it. While we were getting water, our van has got infested with flies. So I think whenever we get to La Azoia, the fly squatter is gonna be out. 12 minutes and we'll be by the coast.
Slight right.
It is so hot. I know we keep saying it, but like, we are questioning our trip. We are honestly questioning our trip. I don't know how far south we'll make it.
Want some milk?
No. Milk and pizza is it's a bit much. It's a weird combination.
How?
Guys, that was amazing. Probably one of the best swims ever. So many fish, the water's so calm, we saw starfish, everything